Hi,
Hi,
I'm Brittany.
I'm Tom. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you. Can you describe your background for me?
Oh, sure. I grew up as an only child, Mechanicsburg, Pennsylvania. It's about an hour and a half away outside of Harrisburg.
Mm-hmm.
Um, see, went to private school growing up, then transferred to public school, and then community college after that. And I found myself here now after 2 years of community college. So, yep, that's my background.
Is there any specific reason why your parents put you in private school?
Um, yeah, like growing up, I mean, obviously but I was raised in a Christian home, and my parents always took me to church, so they thought it would be a good idea to eventually put me in private school. Um, I didn't enjoy it very much, but I mean, that's my personal opinion. That's why I went to public school later on in high school. I was at public school, so that's my background.
Do you think you being in private school has shaped your way of thinking as you grew up?
No, I don't think necessarily because, well, maybe possibly, but more of a negative outlook because I wasn't a huge fan of it. And then going to public school was like more out in the real world, was really a little sheltered in private school, in my opinion.
So public school is you being more on the road?
Yeah,
Yes, how
yeah.
so?
It's just more kinds of people. Like you're involved with more different kinds of people, and it's not just like one little select group that you're with. And it's a bigger school as well, so that's
Okay. What did you do for fun growing up?
growing up, I did a lot of, me and my one friend, my best friend back home, we did a lot of stupid things,
Mm-hmm.
always risk taking, stuff like that. Like riding bikes, making jumps, doing stupid stuff that would always get ourselves hurt. But yeah, just risk taking, stuff like that.
Mm-hmm. Gambling involves a lot of risk taking, and some people would call it doing stupid things or vice versa, or whatever. Um, how do you feel about gambling? Is that
Well,
a negative or positive thought?
I think
Maybe.
it really depends on the person. Some people can control it, some people can't. Personally, I mean, I love it. Like, I won't say I love it, but I like it. When I was younger, like too young to actually gamble,
Mm-hmm.
or I would go online like poker sites and stuff like that, just for fun, just to like have fun and try it out. So eventually, when I grow up, I can actually do it for real. Learn the games and stuff like that.
Why do you think that going on poker sites was fun?
I don't know. It's just kind of the
Did it give you like a rush or?
yeah. It kind of was a rush. It was like especially when you win like you might win a couple hands in a row or something like that, and you get a little adrenaline. And you feel like you're on a streak or whatever. And, I mean, it wasn't really real money, so I mean it was a little easier to be more carefree. But in opposed to like real life, when it's real money, you gotta be more cautious when you gamble.
So now that you are older and you're able to use real money, do you gamble now, like go to casinos?
I do not on a regular basis, but like for fun with friends, I'll go or um, just to have a good time or whatever. Just have some extra cash to be able to go and spend, like save up. So I'm not really like blowing a bunch of money, just setting a limit,
Mm-hmm.
but just going out and having fun. It's really what it's about. It's just having fun.
Do your friends that you go with, are they like from your childhood? Like did they go to
Yeah,
private
mainly.
school or are they from
Some
like
did, some don't. Like I have friends from both.
and they still are fine with gambling and
Yeah, for the most
being
part, yeah.
free? Do you see when you go gambling with them? Do you see any of them having signs of addiction or?
I think sometimes people get a little carried away. I wouldn't say if I say addiction, but like sometimes people will go and they'll either be on a winning streak or a losing streak, and they think that they'll either keep going or they'll turn it around or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Um, my one friend went and he took a couple $100 and he yeah, um, he lost it all and then like decided to get some more, but he won it back. So he was like, then he stopped it. He took a limit, but he was like, I'm not gonna spend any more to the limit because we're losing some more. So I mean, he didn't really necessarily lose anything in the end, but he was smart enough to quit it. But some people necessarily aren't.
Yeah. So when he lost the money and then went back to go gamble again, what was your thinking at that moment?
I didn't think it was the brightest idea. I mean, for me, if I'm gonna take a certain amount of money, I'm gonna. I don't mind losing that, but I don't want to lose it. I don't want to go over it, but if I have a certain limit, try to control myself like that. So if you're not losing a bunch of money, but he's there's definitely people that are a little more crazy, kind of get really into it, and just kind of sometimes lose control.
Yeah. Since your parents had a Christian background and they put you in like private school to keep you sheltered and different things, how do they feel about gambling?
My dad really doesn't have it. My mom doesn't like it. She thinks that it's a waste of money, that I could use money on something else. But, I mean, it's my money. I earned it, so that's kind of my outlook on it. But,
does she have anything in her background that made her think that way, or she's just?
not necessarily in the background. She's just really conservative with money. Like she's every single little thing she makes sure is accounted for, so she doesn't like spending money in unnecessary ways. But I mean, for me, it's not really. I don't really think about it as spending money. But just it'd be like the same as going out like shopping and spending money, or going out like taking a trip somewhere. You're still spending money and trying to have fun. That's like the ultimate. I mean, at least for me, that's the ultimate goal. Is just having fun doing it.
So does she know when you guys, like, does your father go out and gamble?
No, not really, because my mom kind of says no.
Yeah.
But
so when you go out gambling, how does she feel, or do you not tell her? Or?
She'll probably find out. I mean, it's not like I try to keep it a secret or try to let her know, but it's just, I mean, she kind of just lets me do my own thing, and that's my own money. She's not necessarily a huge advocate, but she's not necessarily against it either.
Do you have specific gambling ways, like there's sports betting, casino, like?
Casino's my favorite. Usually I won't play like real. A lot of the card games, I like card games more than like slots. Slots is all luck, so I'm not a huge fan of it. Same with like roulette and stuff like that. That's all pure luck. But card games, I mean, there's a little bit of skill involved. I mean, it is ultimately based on luck, but it's not like you just put a ball in a wheel and it'll land randomly on the spot. Like you have to have some sort of kind of control in the outcome, like mentally or actually the skill playing the game.
So which game would you prefer? One with strategic skills or one with just dumb luck?
My favorite's probably Texas Hold'em. It's just because you're against other players and it's not like a machine or just complete luck. Like you can try to psych other people out or whatever. It's more skill based because you have certain cards that you try to get and match and stuff like that. So that's more, I like to think more of a skill versus other ones. So it's just complete dumb luck.
Do you often play Texas Hold'em, or which one do you?
I do like it, but it's usually more higher buy-in, so it's a little more difficult to play. But another one I like is blackjack, just because it's really simple, and the buy-in isn't as expensive, so you're not throwing a whole bunch of money in at one time. And I mean, in the end, I guess it is all kind of luck, but it's not necessarily all luck, which I like.
Yeah. So have you heard of fantasy football?
Yeah. I know a lot of people bet along with sports and stuff like that. And, like my feeling, I don't know, like sports betting, it's kind of like also like slots or something like that. It's complete dumb luck because you have really no control in the outcome whatsoever. I know it's really popular, like in every single weekend there's always like a Vegas line, like saying who's favored and over under and stuff like that. But I mean, maybe once in a while I might put money down, a small amount down on a team, or I can bet with a friend or something like that. But usually I try to stay away from sports gambling.
Sports gambling.
Yeah.
So your main type of gambling is like the casino type.
Yeah, the card games, the casino. Yeah.
Going the card games.
Yep, that's pretty much what I think about that. Yeah.
Okay. Thank you.
You're welcome. Thank you.
Nice meeting you.